Hi, my name is Stanisław Bartold and the subject of my project is Gatter-Gotten, differences between British and American English. And to show you that these differences, I didn't want to bore you with some multimedia presentation or a numbered list. I wanted to give you something different. So I'm gonna give you a story. In this story, I'm gonna act as Josh from United States and John from United Kingdom. And to make it even weirder, they're not gonna be participants of the story. They are gonna be the storytellers. So let's start it. So imagine you wake up in your bed and in the US you put on your pants or trousers in the UK, because trousers is a word for what you wear on your whole legs and pants is here a rather word for underwear. So you don't want to tell to someone you have nice pants, they're gonna stare at you weirdly. Alright, whatever man, you go get your favorite breakfast. It's a grilled cheese sandwich. We call it rather a toasted cheese sandwich with beans on the side. Whatever, you go do some chores such as taking out the trash or garbage. Here it's called the rubbish. And whatever, to do this you have to go outside, but no, don't worry, you don't have to take a lift or go down the stairs, because you live on the ground floor, and the floor above you is the first floor. Here the first floor is what he calls a ground floor, and the floor above you is called a second floor. And you have to remember, it's not a lift, it's an elevator. But you know, you have to go to school. And do you also have that thing that you can't wait till summer holidays? Like you don't want to go to school anymore? Yeah, and I can't wait until he stops saying at it like, you know, holidays. It's vacations or summer break, so be careful with that in the US. Next thing, you arrive at school, and that's kind of boring. So when you are boring, dying of boredom on a lesson of biology of frogs anatomy, we are gonna bore you with some other differences. And remember when I told you I'm not gonna bore you with some numbered list? I lied. So, alright, I'm trying to hurry because that's really boring, but we have three categories of that. We have pronunciation, grammar, and writing. So here we have the R pronunciation. Well, in Britain, you are very likely not to say that at all. It's like it's very soft and it's barely even there, as you could say. In American English, it's always there, but it's different than Polish R. Now we go to the grammar. Another thing is that in UK you say get, got, got for like first, third, second and third form, but it's actually get, got or gotten in American English, but not when you say I've got something. You say it when you're using the present perfect or past participle tense. And in the US you almost never use shall I. They'll understand you if you say that, but that's kind of weird for them. But it's 100% okay to say shall I in Britain. Also, in United Kingdom, you say at the weekend when it's Sunday or Saturday, but it's on the weekend in the United States. Also, in the United States, you say that something, when two things are different, you say that it's different from or different than. And but you won't say different from or different than there. In the UK, you would say different from, to, but different to, rather than different than. And here's the last category, the spelling, or writing, as you could say. And in a lot of words, double L exists in British English, such as traveled, cancelled, marvelous. But double L is not that often in United States, because when you say traveled, it's with single L. When you say marvelous, it's with single L. When you write actually cancelled, it's also with the single L. Plus, the words are more likely to be written as they sound in the US, such as center with ER and not RE. And in the UK, words are more traditional and weirder, but whatever. After the school, you're gonna get your lunch, and it's fish and chips with beans on the side. Beans, again, I'm starting to see a pattern here. No, doesn't matter. And I think it should be rather fish and French fries, but whatever. You can't wait until the evening, because then you go with your friends for a Minecraft movie to the movie theater or to the cinema in the UK. And you go get your favorite snacks, Lay's crisps, or as Josh prefers to say that, chips. I think that chips are in McDonald's, but whatever. But hey, taking your own snacks to the cinema is illegal. You should not do that. But in reality, nobody cares. So you should just be careful that nobody sees it. But you finally arrive in the cinema, watch the movie, and then you have to go walk to house on foot. Why? Because you spent all your money for a taxi or the underground, and you don't have money so you don't have money on the movie, so you don't have money for it anymore. No problem. You'll just walk. You don't like cabs, and subway stinks. So you walk home and you go to bed, happy that you don't have to listen to Josh ever again. And actually, I made a survey during the projects about what do you think is better, American English, British English, and there were other two answers. I don't know / I don't care and nie rozumiem powyższych opcji. But who would expect that? The winner was Josh. America won. Everybody thinks that American is the best. Well, not everybody, 7 people, but that was still the biggest answer. So, actually, thank you for your attention and sorry for boring you. Bye.